somebody I really wanted to champion. His name is Johnny Hartman, and I learned about him. By the way, he was the least known of all of them because he had a very short life, but he had a magnificent, warm tenor voice, positive tenor voice, I guess. And this is how I learned about him. I was driving down the freeway in Los Angeles, where I live, and I was listening to our local NPR radio station. And you know how when you listen to NPR, whoever's moderating it sometimes will do a radio essay. So the name of this essay was The Perfect Album. So I pulled over, and thank God nobody got hurt. And I heard the following story. Years ago, the great jazz artist John Coltrane was making an album, and he wanted Johnny Hartman. He invited Johnny to be his guest vocalist for the entire album. And apparently, Coltrane was very, very territorial, very, very persnickety, very, protective about when to start recording. He really wanted to warm up and get the feel of the room and the musicians and all that stuff. Well, and in those days, in studios, you would have these enormous reel-to-reel consoles, right? And apparently, according to the story, there was, according to the engineer, there was such sparkle in the air. He could really feel that there was magic that was about to happen. So he carefully backed up to that console and put his hands behind him and hit the record button. And the story goes that what you hear on this masterpiece of an album, it truly is a masterpiece of an album, is the product of one take after another. In other words, it was fully realized song after song after song for 10 songs. Now, honestly, I don't even care if that story is true. I just like it a lot, so I thought I'd share it. But the other thing that's worth noting is that, between the 1920s and the early 60s, pop music was still coming off of the stages of Broadway. And this song is a magnificent example of that. And this was written by the one and only Irving Berlin from his great musical Annie Get Your Gun. And the name of the song is called They Say It's Wonderful.